Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Veryn and I am here today with a promise video where I talk to you about the 3 main lists I use. I think it's actually technically 4 that help keep my bullet journal functional for me and help keep my brain clear. If you are new here, my name is Veryn. I absolutely love journaling. It is what I do here on YouTube, and in it you'll see me do tarot journaling, astrology, self-development, all sorts of stuff. If that sounds like the kind of thing you're interested in, then I hope you'll hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and stick around with us here. So, when I did this April setup, which, I'm filming this on the same day, because I'm feeling the filming feels today, so we're just going with it. I'm filming it on the same day. When I did this, I talked about how I would do a video where I talk about the lists I use, because I use here a brain dump. And I thought this is actually a perfect time to film and show you about these lists too, because I have to finish off the month of March. It's Wednesday, March 27th as I'm filming this. Thursday is going to be busy, and Friday's going to be busy, and my birthday is going to, there's a lot going on in my house. So I was figuring I might as well do this now and film it and show it to you and just kind of get ready for the month of April. So the way I do this is, and this is very much to me a cornerstone of what bullet journaling is in and of itself. And I have multiple lists that I use, that I do regularly. I have my monthly brain dump list. I do one every month. I have done one every month. And I've talked about these within other videos, but this video is just about it. So here's my one from January. Here's my one from February. Here's my one from March. So I do my monthly brain dump list. I have a task list every week, and then I have my daily list. And then at the back of my journal, I have a witchy ideas list and just a larger view task list. I labeled it with the year because it just kind of made sense, but it's for the longer term stuff. And they all serve a different purpose. So from the front, the monthly one is the list that at the beginning of each month, or towards the end of the previous month, beginning of the new month, I do a list of the things that are currently on my mind that I want to get done this month at some point. I don't care when, but I want to get them done in the month. And that's where I put, and that's what the monthly brain dump is for. It's my monthly task list. In an ideal world, I would get this stuff done, or this is the stuff that's on my mind that is a priority that I would like to deal with this month. On my weekly list, in an ideal world, I pull tasks from the brain dump list, and I do this every weekly. I do this every week where this is the list of stuff that is top of my mind. That not only do I want to do this month, but I feel pressured. I feel like it's time to do it ASAP. My daily list this is the shit that I really would like to do today. And then in the back of my journal, I have my 2024 task list. So this is where I put things that I want to do, but I'm not in a rush to do them. I just would like them to get done at some point, and I don't want to forget about them completely. As you can see, there's not much here. And then my witchy ideas list. And these are witchy things I want to do at some point. I don't want to forget about them, but I don't know when I want to do. And as you can see, this list has more on it. And all of these lists kind of thread themselves together. So how I do this, and like this is a very standard bullet journal thing. How I do this is so we're going to look at this. We're going to deal with this list here. Is essentially what we are going to do. I think I'm going to, this only has 2 things on it. So I'm going to put a subheading here and I'm going to put video ideas. So now this side of the paper is where I'm going to put video ideas specifically. Because I'm really not using such a big list. Or I'm not creating a very big list. So actually this will just be work stuff. Stuff for work. That's what this list is going to be. Okay. So I'm going to go through this list one by one and decide where I want the things to go. They're going to go to one of the list spots. They're either going to go on, not likely onto my daily. They might go onto my weekly. They might get put into the back with these longer term ideas. Or they'll get put onto my monthly for April. So, character art for NIMBY Veryn. That is for character, a D&D character, and I want that to get done soon. I want to have that done for when we start, so there's that. Sorry, I have to plan a movie night with a friend. I do want to do that. Work on character bojo. Again, this is related to the same thing as the character art. And this is where you get into the nitty gritty of like how, this is where you get into the specifics of how you want, how the bullet journal is supposed to be helpful, is by doing these things regularly. It can help keep your brain clear. And that's what I find to be true. Go through Facebook groups. Okay, so I want to do this, but I don't want to, and honestly, I'm forgetting which arrows I do. Normally, I do things a bit differently. I want to go through my Facebook groups, but I don't care to do that right away. So I'll put that here. I just want to go through the groups I'm in on Facebook and like declutter them. Brainstorm local reading options. I'm going to put that more forward onto the work side. But this is the thing that is supposed to make the bullet journal so effective. And at least this is, I find this to be extremely true. In that, I wrote this list, and some of these things have been here for a while. So it said, like they've done some studies, and it said that the human brain, like the reason we keep having repetitive thoughts is because they haven't resolved in some way. And when it's like an, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do this, the concept, the idea is that until you have a way your brain trusts, like to help you remember to do the thing, it's going to keep repeating in your brain if it's important so you don't forget it. Okay? So having the list helps get it out of my brain. And then this process helps me stay on top of what I actually care about, because some ideas we get end up being just fleeting ideas that later we're like, yeah, I don't actually care. So the process of doing this, I find, really helps keep my brain clear. Monthly cards in relation to yearly card. I'm just going to cross that one out. I don't care about that anymore. Buy the full-size Wild Unknown Tarot. I do still want to do that. Okay. That one I move forward. Buy Wild Unknown Archetypes. I'm going to put that here as well. I'm not 100% sold on buying another copy of it, so I'll just put a question mark with it. Entanglement Tarot, an elemental web reading. I actually don't care about that. That was an idea I had. Shadow and Light full reading. I don't care about that either. Go through tarot wish list. I do want to do this, and I'd like to do this sooner rather than later. I'm going to put this one here for April. So this is literally just the process of me organizing my brain and keeping my thoughts, my thoughts and my ideas somewhat under control. Empty emails, that one I do want to do as soon as possible, ideally. A giant digital declutter. I'm going to put that, you know what, I'm going to put it here. Because I want to, like, at least think about it more. And I'll think about it more if it's here and I see it. Look up part-time school. I want to do that. Look up death doula. Look up spiritual counseling school. Okay. All of these are moving so far to my monthly. Transcribe memories to journal. That's a bigger idea that I don't know if I'm going to actually... Fuck it. I'm going to cross that off. And I want to change the email my Instagram is signed up with. So I'll put that here. Okay. So now this whole list is set out. And now this is the list. So it's smaller. The other thing that happens is I'm going to, when I do my weekly, I do the same thing. At the end of the week, when I set up my new weekly, I do the same thing. I go through the tasks and I decide, is this something still important enough that I want to get done ASAP? If it's ASAP, it goes to my weekly. If it's, I want it soon, I want it like I want it soon, but it doesn't have to be this week, then I put it on my monthly. If it's I want it done at some point, but I no longer care when right now, then I'll put it at one of my longer term ones down here. If it's and then I don't tend to take stuff from here and put it in my dailies like at the end of the week, because I don't necessarily have my dailies set up. But I do this every week. I go through this process. Here's the things that were the top of my mind. And then the other part I do is every day, the dailies are my first touch. So any idea I have, the dailies are my first touch. So any idea I have, it goes in here first. And at the end of each day, I look at the items and I say, do I still, like here I'm doing how I use my list brain dump video. I'm doing that right now. And I say, do I still want to do this today? And if the answer is not today, if I don't want to move something to the next daily, then I'll put it on the appropriate list, either on the weekly or the monthly, or most of the time it's on the weekly. And I go from there. But the stuff on the dailies tends to just keep going. I am still working on how to like work things better. But actually, as I'm doing this now, I need to... I'm taking that task, been in Cam's room, and I'm putting it on my daily. Because I just got messaged very recently about a unexpected sleepover with my kid's friend tomorrow. And since I said yes to that, I'm going to, I need to make sure my kid works on cleaning his room tonight. So I've added that. Oh, he also has the homework. Check on homework. So that's what I am doing here. These lists are truly what makes the bullet journal really work for me, because it keeps my brain clear of things that are on my mind. Some other things, as for the rest of this brain dump, I will do this closer to, I'll do this, well, let me just see. I really want to, I have put away my tarot decks here. Decide about my Mary altar, because I'm just unsure about it. And this is how I just keep my film, astrology, calendar video. This is just the process. This is how I keep my brain clear and functioning. Because my brain, like, the information doesn't just stay like stuck in my head. I have several different places that are designated based on, oh, and I'm going to need to fill in March memories. And another thing I need to do soon is start wedding present. It's actually quite busy in my life right now. So, but that's my list. And that's how I use them. So I have my, well, let's go to this one. I have my monthly brain dump, which is where I put the things that are top of my mind. As I begin the month, these are the things that are on my mind or that have something of a timeline that I want to accomplish as soon as possible. I have my longer term lists designated by witchy ideas, just like regular life stuff and work life stuff. And this is for the stuff that, like, I still think I want to do them at some point, but I'm not in any rush. So they go here. I have my weekly, which I go through every week. And as I'm on Sunday night, or Sunday during the day, when I'm preparing for the week ahead, this is the stuff that, like, is bothering me that week. That I want to get done really as soon as possible. And then my daily is all the stuff that's like, this is, I need to get this done. And by doing this process, it just helps me remember what I'm trying to do. And it helps me keep feeling organized and like I understand the directions and the things I'm doing in my life for that day. It helps my brain be clear, and that having my brain clear helps me be mentally prepared and able to tackle some of the things on this list. It's the cornerstone of bullet journaling. It's one of the most important things to me, and that's how I personally do it. Please don't forget to let me know in the comments down below if this was helpful for you. Do you use lists like this in your bullet journal? Do you find it helpful? Is there a specific list that you have to have? I'd love to hear about it in the comments down below. And while you're down there, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to let me know if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you come on back nice and easily. That's it. I'm going to let you go here, and I'll see you again very soon. Lots of love. Bye.